everybody. Welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. This morning, my granddaughter Bella, Bella helped us for so long. She graduated. Now she works at the bank, which is my bank, and where I do some of my banking. And she sent me a message and said, "Nan, will you please make that dip that I love so good and bring it to us?" So I'm doubling the recipe, okay? So if you're just making this for a small amount of people, half this recipe, I might just go ahead and write down the half recipe. And if you all want to double it like me, you can. How about that? That's probably easier for you. So this is 2 cans, and these cans are, let me find the ounces, 16-ounce cans of refried beans. Any brand you want, okay? Any brand you want. And just smooth that out the best you can. Pretty smooth. Get down off of there, because you're going to layer this up. And then see if I can do a little something different this morning. Sometimes I use hamburger or ground. Let me grab me a towel. Ground burger. Sometimes I use ground burger, hamburger, ground burger. And when I'm going to use that, I just fry my hamburger meat good and done, good and brown. And I put that over it, okay? But right up next to the top, I'll show you. And I'm going to do 2 blocks. Now remember, I'm doubling this of cream cheese. I'm going to show y'all something. Sometimes, see, I thought I was just going to do 1.5 and blocks, but I decided I wasn't going to. So I went back and got another full thing of cream cheese. I didn't have it filed. I had one filed and one not, so filled me up this full of hot water. And I just dropped my whole little sleeve of cream cheese down in there. And it warms, look, it just warms it right up. It don't get into your cream cheese. Look how creamy that is. So that's a good way to warm up your cream cheese. If you say, "Nan, I forgot to get my cream cheese out. Now it's hard as a brick." It was a little softer than the one that was just thawed. To tell the truth, it came out a little bit softer. I like to use just a metal spoon to do this. It makes me feel like I can get it right where I need it. So you don't want to tear up your beans. You want it to be in layers if you can. So if you're just doing one recipe of this, my goodness gracious, then just do 1 block of cream cheese, 1 can of refried beans. But Thanksgiving will be here before we know it. And sometimes people don't do really Thanksgiving anymore. They get tired of the heavy eating. And so they just decide they're going to do finger foods, or maybe something at your church you're going to have. This is a good little old dip. Now, like I said, after I put the cream cheese on there, my next layer would be the ground beef that's been fried and it's been browned real good. I'd put that layer on next. Now, see how much easier that it was than with that spatula, just with a spoon. But I would do the cream cheese, and then I would do the fried hamburger. And then, after the hamburger, you're going to do salsa. And this is just chunky salsa. It's mild. We had Mexican the other day, and I had this left over. Okay. Youngins, I've got to have a drink of water, I'm telling you. Oh, I drink more water. Want more water and drink more water. And this is a 16-ounce salsa. I'd say I totally put a good 16 ounces when I combine both of those together. Let me see how many ounces was in that. Oh, there's 24 ounces. I'd say I probably put 12 and, let's see. I'd say I'll probably put about 24 ounces. And this is doubling it. I've just got a little bit left. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there too. But I'm taking it out there to the girls and guys at the bank. Bella was like, Nan, do you think you could bring us something? I said, what you want, honey? Oh, she said, my favorite dip. And I said, that Mexican dip? She said, yeah. So, next we're going to put cheese, but I'm going to clean all the way around there before we put the cheese on, okay? Okay, I've got my oven preheated to 350. I'm gonna start out with one bag of, this is Mexican style cheddar jack, is what it is. So I'm gonna start out with, there's 16 ounces in this. I like a lot of cheese on this dip because, if I can keep from slinging it everywhere. Do y'all do like this? Or is it just me? Is it just me? I think I'll just put it all in the center, and that'll keep me from, just bought this bag, just had it delivered. Well, hang on, let me rinse my hands. And I'm gonna get a spoon because I see some cheese left up in there, okay? Don't want to leave any. That's good cheese. I'll have it all over me before I get this loose. Just got this delivered. You know, and sometimes if your cheese is getting a little bit of age on it where you need to use it, it'll sort of get, it'll get a little bit of like a moisture on the side of your bag, and it'll want to stick to your bag. Let me smooth this out. And then I'm going to put it in 350 oven. Usually I'll leave it about 30 minutes. Now this, since this is a double batch, then I might leave it just a little bit longer, but I'm not going to cover it up, okay? I'm just going to let it bake just like it is. So let's get this in the oven. And we'll be back when it comes out, okay? Okay, I've left it in my oven, 350 degrees, for about 30, maybe 35 minutes. You want it to be nice and bubbly. And when you can hear it bubbling and stuff, you know you're ready to go. And look at all that bubbling around the edge. Remember to turn off my oven, because if I go down the road and remember I left my oven on, I'm in trouble, aren't I? But look at this. I hope y'all can see this. this dip is delicious. I'm not going to dip into it because it's for others. That was a little pun, wouldn't it? I'm not going to dip into it, but it's for others. So I'm going to put my lid on and get a quick picture, and I'm going to put my lid on. I will try to maybe get a picture or so with all my gang down there that I'm taking this to. I will try to get a little picture for them, okay? I guess I better take a spoon or something for them to get out what they want in their plates. I'm trying to think. I've packed up plates and napkins, and I've got all the chips and everything. I'll try to get a picture when I get there for you all. I love y'all, and I appreciate you so very much. You watching with me and coming in the mornings and being with me. I love you all. I really do. And I want you to know how much the good Lord loves you so very much. We had such a great service at our church this week, and God's just so good. He's so good. Sometimes, as I say, I ask him those arrow prayers where I'm like, Lord, I need it right now. You know, help. And you know what? He never lets me down. He never lets me down. Young'uns, put your trust in him today. Follow the Lord. Don't follow the world. We have to be ready when the good Lord comes back to get us. And I hope and pray that you are. You are. I love y'all. And don't forget how much that God loves you, okay? We see you next time, Lord willing. Bye-bye.